Mr. Folkways is ready to record a new folk artist, Mr. Train. Are you ready? Is that the right sound level? Do you want louder or slow?
No. That's just...
Well, I'm sorry, the middle range, middle class kind of bullshit voice that the dying Western civilization wants to hear. Is that right? The right level, sound level? Testing. Western civilization going down, going down. Harry Smith, last lawyer, last representative. Is that right? Level? Rolling? Half an hour?
20 minutes.
20 minutes. I figured there'd be some trick. Okay. Now, first of all, here's my invitation to Harry Smith, the Archbishop, according to Kelly. Wow, today we were sitting around the Jimmy Day's Sheridan Square, and we decided to get rid of these assholes, Pinochet and Lee and these other guys, Guzman from Chile, because it was me and Angel and Keiko from Japan. I was trying to hustle Dylan to get Dylan to Japan for humanitarian reasons, she claims, and I now believe. So I figured out in 1 minute how to overthrow Chile. My first thought was this. It was a silly thought. It was sophomore, but I'll just tell it just for the record, right? It was an open letter from Victor Jara to General Pinochet. Now, I'll tell you the quick sad story of Victor Jara, who was a friend of mine. He's 27 years old. He's the Pete Seeger of Chile. He was a communist. He made a lot of records. He believed in the new songwriting. He wrote plays. His wife was an English ballerina. He had a couple of kids. So when I was in Chile, he walked up to me one day cynically and said, "Hey, you're the North American protest singer, right? Phil Ochs, 1971 it was, September. No, June." I said, "Yeah, I really was, in fact, a socialist like he was. He was a communist, I was a socialist. Allende was a socialist." He said, "Well, why don't you come with me and sing to the workers up in the El Teniente mountains, the mines? Forget your bullshit public. Come and sing to the workers." He said cynically. I said, "Well, all right, Victor. I'd be happy to sing to the workers, show me where the workers are." He said, "Well, it'll be a long, tough trip. A long bus ride, a long train ride up the Andes. It's high altitude stuff. You might run out of breath." I said, "Look, I'm a heavy drinker, but I can take care of myself. You give me a couple of drinks, it's okay. I do the Chilean wine, Vina Canzina. It's okay with me, pal. Here's the bottle of wine. Let's get going, pal." Off we go. With asshole Jerry Rubin and a sort of other assholes. So we zoom up the mountains. It takes about 10 hours. And he's right. When you get to the fucking El Teniente, all you got is like steps. Like start at the bottom of the mountain, like step, up, about 3 miles up. The movie playing is Cecil B. DeMille's Greatest Show on Earth, 1952. This is 71, right? I said, where are we at? And the gym was built by the CIA and the Anaconda Copper Company, this incredible high school gym with a basketball court. That's where we're playing. It's ridiculous, right? Olympic-sized pool below, basketball court above, 3,000 Chilean miners sitting on a basketball court waiting for Victor Jara, their communist singer, to sing for Allende, who just won, and this strange American weirdo with his two bearded friends, Jerry Rubin and Stu Albert. So Victor said, "Well, what are you going to sing, Felipe?" So cynical. So I said, "Well, look it, pal. I'm just going to sing I Ain't Marching Anymore. It's about American imperialism. It just covers 200 years in one couple of verses." He said, "That sounds pretty good." And I was saying, I'm going to say it now about student protest. He said, "Well, we don't have student protests here in South America. We just have student protests with guns, I said, "I know, Victor. Fuck you, man. Cut it out. What the fuck do you want?" So he backs off. He said, "All right, I'll translate your goddamn songs. You sing a couple of verses, hold back, and I'll give a couple of Spanish words, and you sing a couple more like that." So we did that, right? And he sang his song, I sang my songs. I don't like him very much. He was like a poor imitation of Pete Seeger. He was like, Malvina Reynolds meets Pete Seeger. Cultural deprivation, I called it. So that night, we slept in the same room. We didn't fuck or anything. We slept in the same room. And I was afraid of farting and stuff. I was drinking all the time, non-stop. It's embarrassing to me, but I slept the same with Victor Jara, and Jerry Rubin slept with Stu Albert that night, you know. Next morning, we're getting another train, a bus, another 12 boring hours, and we split. Comes September 11, comes the coup, and Victor Jara, who it turns out is really a communist. He's not a singer, he's not a musician, he's a communist. He really is a member of the Communist Party. He believes what he's saying. Unlike Pete Seeger, unlike Woody Guthrie, unlike Bob Dylan, unlike Phil Ochs. I mean, he's the real article. I mean, he's not fucking around. He is a communist. He's a worker. His mother is a peasant. He was born on a farm. That's who he is, right? He's 27 years old, and he looks like pretty mature. But he doesn't give a shit. And so the coup happens. Everybody knew the coup was going to happen, but nobody knew it would be bloody. They all assumed that Allende would be sent to the Bronx for a couple of years to cool off, and that was it, like in the Dominican Republic with that other guy, right? So, but Victor says, wait a minute. He said, I'm a communist. I'm with the workers. I'm with the students. That's it. So So as soon as the coup happens, he doesn't hide. He could have escaped in a plane flight, one plane flight away from safety. He says, no safety, no wife, no children. Where's the action? The action is at a place called the Technical University, the most communist place in Santiago. So he zooms right over there. And the students say, Victor, asshole, get out of here, or they'll kill you, man. I mean, you're the known communist who supported... You're the Peter Jara of Eugene McCarthy of Chile. You better get out of town, or they'll kill you. Victor says, look, you don't understand. I'm a communist. I'm not a singer. I'm not a singer. I'm a communist. You're only a student. I'm only a singer, but I'm a communist. My role is to be here. So shut up. And now I'll sing.